Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. So, I've been quiet on my channel, haven't I? Yeah, there's a good reason for that. Well, the good reason is because Chantal's been rather boring. Very, very boring. I've been keeping an eye on her last two live streams. Nothing really react worthy, especially right now for me. I switched over my internet service. I was on Xfinity and I had to get off of Xfinity. I'm now on CenturyLink. And for those of you that might be interested in CenturyLink, uh, on the positive end, nice people to deal with on the phone. Uh, People coming out to do the installation, very, very nice. If you're someone and all you want to do is browse the internet, CenturyLink is great. But if you're someone like me and you need to do downloads and uploads and you're on the lowest plan, it's going to be a nightmare because it'll literally take you 10 hours to download a video to your computer and then upload it to YouTube. Hence the reason why this week I'm going to be looking into another company. So sorry, CenturyLink, you guys are great for light browsing, but I need more than that. So why am I telling you guys all this stuff? Well, to explain why I'm not reacting to her video. Part of the reason is it's just her lives are boring. Like, what am I reacting to? There's nothing noteworthy. There's nothing discussion worthy. It's just Chantal talking about the same old stuff. She's not even saying anything where there's discussion. She's just rambling because she knows on YouTube she can get away with rambling. And, all the while ads are being placed on the live and she's going to get paid anyway, no matter what she says. So it's just a matter of running up the meter. And you can always tell when the live is boring because there won't be much about it on Twitter. And if there's anything that's discussion worthy, the clips will be on Twitter. And that way I don't have to react to a 2+ hour live, which is going to take me 10 hours to upload. So I'm making an executive decision. I'm not going to torture you guys with a ridiculous react to a ridiculous live. No, no, no. No, we're going to go for all this stuff that is discussion worthy. So we're going to go straight to Twitter. I'm not reacting to her live and going to the nightmare of trying to upload the live, and it'll literally take me all day and it won't even be worth watching. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something worth doing. So it's going to be all about the Twitter peeps today, y'all. There's stuff on Chantal, things that she said, things that she's done. And there's also some brief clips on something that Beck did this morning. For those of you that are interested in Beck and what's been going on with Beck, Beck did a video premiere this morning where she was reacting to a live that Amber did. Beck took careful notes. And then they responded in a video. And let me tell you, it was like a PowerPoint presentation. Beck gave Amber the business. Yes, they did. Just point by point by point. And I plan on reacting to that video. But since Beck released their video just a few hours ago, I'm going to wait a day. And I encourage everyone to go watch it because Beck did an excellent job in just laying out the points, being very calm about it, not being too overly emotional. Beck, I salute you for finding your voice, for using your voice and everything that you have been through. I salute you. But you guys are going to get a brief clip of that in the Twitter peeps. And so I got up this morning and I caught maybe the last 10 or 15 minutes of the video and my jaw was on the floor. And you guys are going to see part of the reason why. So no reacting to Chantal's lives right now. It really would make no sense to me. Like you guys didn't do anything wrong. I'm not going to torture you with a boring live where I'm practically falling asleep. I don't want to put you guys to sleep. Like I said, If it's not discussion worthy, it ain't worth reacting to. And if it's not worth reacting to, I just rather leave it alone. But it is time for the Twitter peeps, y'all. So let's go. All right, so we're doing the Twitter peeps. I want to keep you guys updated on everything going on Twitter, and much thanks and much credit to all the wonderful people on Twitter posting your stuff. Just, like for those that are not on Twitter, this is a great way for those of you not on the Bird app to keep up with the stuff going on the Bird app. So let me just go ahead and switch over the screen here. Oh, hold on a minute. Wait. Hey, why am I not where I need to be? I am now. Good. Okay. So for those of you that are on Twitter and you'd like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle. Well, girl Sarah. And no, Elon, I am not going to get verified yet. You're crazy if you think I'm going to pay all that money to get verified. You can go screw yourself. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty, your argument is pointless. Either you take a stand based on your beliefs and boycott like you pretend to care, or you accept the money from the big bad company that pays you thousands. Essentially, then your beliefs changed based on you getting money. So Shantel has been going wild on her community post. And I don't know what's going on with her lately, but she keeps trying to go into the realm of bringing up political stuff. And I think she's doing it on purpose to get people to fight, because different people have different political views. And she's bringing up world events and talking about the boycott and all this other stuff. Like, she's trying to get us to fight. Like everybody knows. If you want to avoid an argument in a group, don't bring up two things, religion and politics, because guaranteed those two things will cause arguments. So she's just trying to kick up dust in girl world, get everybody fighting. I'm not going to fall for it. I hope none of you fall for it either. But like, she's choosing the weirdest places to place her opinions. Like, she's not a political channel. Why is she jumping into that pool? I don't get it. But here's what one of the posts that she did. She says, I thought your husband would support you without YouTube. Yeah, she did say that. Long ago in a live stream, she said that Salah was so successful that she could easily quit YouTube. Well, she hasn't quit YouTube yet. As a matter of fact, she's still on YouTube and she's using the platform to beg money from people. OMG, if you are this dumb, please don't comment on my channel, please. Just because we can get by with him paying the bills doesn't mean I would want to lose thousands. Why did they scratch that part out? I use something, one income. See how that works? I hate the internet. If you hate the internet, why aren't you off the internet, Chantal? I mean, if there was something that I hated, I would stay away from it, but you're all over it. You live for the internet. You live online. You don't have a life offline. That's why you spend your off time scrolling all over Twitter, scrolling all over YouTube. You got to know what people are saying about you. You got to know if there was something you did or something you said in a live stream that would get you in trouble. You look to girl world to find your mistakes. And then you go back to your live streams and do some editing to make sure that, your channel doesn't get taken from you. What else can I say about this? You did tell on yourself here with this post. Here's the mistake you made, Foodie. Just because we can get by with him paying the bills. What does that mean to get by, y'all? Getting by means you're barely paying the bills. But what happened to him being a successful businessman and you can quit YouTube? I mean, getting by is fine. There's nothing wrong with getting by. All of us, we go through periods of time where we're just getting by. We're just scraping by. There's nothing wrong with that. But you've always told us that he's very successful, that the business that he's involved in, they just sold 200,000 units. So if he just sold 200,000 units, why are you guys just getting by? But the language that you use you just told on yourself. You just told on yourself. I love that for you. Okay, so this post from the goth saying she has to air out her nut sacks. So this, if you guys remember, this is Shantel back in Thailand. She was at the cat cafe and she decided to sit on the floor with the cats and just splay her legs out. Shantel, if I try to do that, even as a smaller woman, that would hurt. I would get a Charlie horse in my leg so quick. I don't know how you did that, how that doesn't hurt you. But being out in a public place with your legs spread, you couldn't even take a towel or something and put it in the front of you, to be more ladylike. You decided to do all of this, to sit on the floor like a toddler with your legs out. Was that you doing the adult baby fetish back in Thailand? Was that why you did it like that? Okay, and this is a great post from Mr. Michael B. Petty, but I got to pass on it for right now because he's using bad words that YouTube will slap me for. But we'll come back to that in a minute. Here's another post, Ms. Chantal, courtesy of Carolyn's Mentality, saying, "Peak stupid, Chantal. Kristen says she answered you. Why would I boycott YouTube? What does that have to do with the trade war? I can still take part without having to lose thousands a year in income by boycotting products alone. Come on now, not too smart." Yeah, let's talk about the boycotting products. All of the food that you love to eat the most, Chantal, are American companies. You love your Burger King. You love McDonald's. You love Pizza Hut. You love KFC. You love Taco Bell. You really love your Nashies. All of the fast food that you love the most are from American companies. And let's take it one step further. All the money that you receive also comes from American companies, true? I mean, Google AdSense, American. YouTube, American. PayPal, also American. So the food you like to eat from American companies. The companies that give you money, also American. So how in the world are you going to do a boycott with all that going on? And the food companies help you stuff your face, and Google AdSense, YouTube, PayPal help you to get the money to stuff your face. I don't think you could do a successful boycott. I really don't think so. Like if you're depending too much on Americans' goods and services to pay you and also to feed you. All right. Remember what I said earlier about Beck doing a video today, a very well done video talking about the things that Amber has done. I will warn you before we watch this, anybody watching this react video right now, if you're eating something or drinking something, please put the food down. Please put the drink down. Okay. I'm just warning you. This is nasty. Please don't drink, don't eat before watching this. You will be appalled. But this is courtesy of Kristen and Kind of Good, Kind of Beck. And again, I will be reacting to the whole video later, possibly tomorrow. So let's listen to the clip.
Before I started wiping her, she would use washcloths to wipe. She would set them on the corner of the sink, and then she would turn herself around to wipe herself on it. And then she would throw them away. Our roommates started to notice that their late mother's washcloths were disappearing. And they confronted her about it, and she wanted me to lie to them for her, but I didn't. She ended up buying more washcloths for herself, and instead of throwing them away, she had me wash them in the sink and then put them in the washer. Wiping ended up being the lesser of two evils at the time.
Okay, I wanted to play the whole clip and let Beck speak their truth. Now I'm going to play this one more time so I can give my comments.
Before I started wiping her, she would use washcloths to wipe. She would set them on the corner of the sink, and then she would turn herself around to wipe herself on it.
I'm just trying to figure out in my mind how effective that would be to properly wipe oneself. Like, you know, you're putting a washcloth on the edge of a sink and you're backing yourself up to clean up the mess. But washcloths are not going to stay stable. They're going to be all over the place. So wouldn't that make more of a mess? You know, more than the original mess? I would think so. And even then, like, how can you be sure that you're getting everything? And because if you don't get everything, it's just gonna stick to you and just be nasty. Like I don't see how that's an effective system. I would think uh doing something else where you can make sure you get clean and then you jump in the shower and use a sponge on a stick or something to get the rest. I would think that'd be a more effective hygienic system just to make sure that you are clean down there, because you have to be clean down there. You get infections.
And then she would throw them away. Our roommates started to notice that their late mother's washcloths were disappearing.
Full stop right there. How much money was Amber making at this time? I'm sure she was making enough that if she had this whole system that involved washcloths, how expensive are washcloths? Okay? How expensive are they? If you're going to use washcloths as toilet paper instead of toilet paper, why not just go out and buy a whole bunch of cheap washcloths? Why go to the extreme, the really foul extreme of you're using somebody else's washcloths, somebody's deceased grandmother? You're taking their things and doing something really foul with them and not telling them, not even asking. You're not saying, hey, can I use your grandmother's washcloths for this? You're just taking them and using them for that and guaranteed they don't want them back. You're fouling up somebody else's things with no one's permission. I mean, holy crap. That is disgusting and unnecessary. If you just devise a system where you want to clean yourself, then that means you should bring the supplies to clean yourself. You shouldn't just pick up somebody's clothing or washcloth or towel and go, oh, I guess it's here. I guess I'll use it. No, ma'am, and no, sir. No, that's disgusting. That is foul. That's disgusting.
And they confronted her about it, and she wanted me to lie to them for her, but I didn't.
Good for you, Beck. Good for you. What did Amber want you to say? Oh, you were the one using the washcloths? I'm glad you stood up for yourself. She tried to get you to lie for her, to cover up what she did, and you stood your ground. You stood on business. Didn't let her get away with it. Like, narcissists don't like to be confronted when they do something wrong, even when the other person has them dead to rights. Like, there's no way around the truth. They still want someone else to take the blame, and I'm glad you didn't.
She ended up buying more washcloths for herself, and
that part. She ended up buying more washcloths for herself. What about replacing the ones that were used that belonged to the deceased grandmother? She just bought washcloths for herself. If you're going to use somebody else's washcloths, why wouldn't you at least be nice and go, I'm really sorry that I did this foul thing with your grandmother's things. Here's X amount of washcloths and towels to replace what I ruined. She just bought washcloths for herself. Not only am I going to ruin something that belonged to your grandmother, but I'm not going to replace it. That's Amber, you suck.
And instead of throwing them away, she had me wash them in the sink and then put them in the washer.
That's nasty. So on top of Beck wiping Amber's butt for 9 months, you're going to take it a step further and make her wash your poopy washcloths in the sink? What's wrong with your hands? You can't wash them? She wiped your butt. They wiped your butt, but you can't do the laundry, Amber? You got enough strength in the arms to put food in your face, but you can't wash the washcloths? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And abusive. I'm sorry. The whole system that Amber had set up for Beck, the wiping of the butt, and then making Beck clean her nasty, poopy washcloths in the sink, abusive. All of that was unnecessary, especially when you consider the fact that after Beck was gone, Amber could wipe her own butt. So proved all along, Amber could have taken care of herself that way and did not. She just wanted to see how much she could abuse Beck and did.
Wiping ended up being the lesser of two evils at the time.
Yeah, I would think so. Wiping the butt is one thing, but then turning around and having to clean the nasty, disgusting washcloths in the sink afterwards, none of that had to happen. None of it. None of it. All Amber had to do was go to the bathroom and wipe her butt with some toilet paper, clean herself well, flush it down the toilet, and done. But Amber literally created a whole system of degradation and humiliation for Beck. And I'm so glad Beck is exposing all of this, because I'm sure right about now Amber is having a B moment of a lifetime because all this stuff is coming out. Okay, here's another post by Foodie Beauty. Like, again, this is Shantel bringing up political stuff. She's not a political channel. Why is she talking on all these things? Like, why? Is she looking for controversy? Is she looking for Girl World to fight each other? For channels to go to war with each other? We're not going to, Shantel. There's going to be no infighting over your posts if that was your goal. We're just not going to do it. If you're hungry for drama, if you're hungry for the views that come with drama, here's an easy solution. Pack a bag and go back to Canada. Leave Kuwait forever. Bees your little heart out. Bring something new and interesting into the fold. Because all this stuff you're doing in Kuwait is ridiculous. It's boring. It's mind-numbingly boring. We can't stand it. There's a reason why your views suck these days. And because there's nothing worth watching. It's like a show where there's only 3 episodes. And that's all there is. Like, what are you showing us that is worth watching? I ask you. But here's the post from Shantel saying, can someone please tell me how American viewers are getting offended by me supporting my own country in this whole America versus Canada thing? First off, your president started this war. And just as you are defending your country in my comments, so do I have the right to. Also, if you are threatening to unsub me because I don't like Trump, I loathe him, actually. Go right ahead. I don't know how women support him anyway. He's had so many sexual misconduct allegations and has been found guilty of sexual abuse. He's also been accused of rape. And yet women are in my comments, which I blocked you instantly for supporting that crap, crying that I don't support the orange man. Good riddance, fools. Again, her firing off about political views when nobody asked her. Okay, something fun from Yog. A dog rescues a tiny stray kitten by bringing it home. Aw. So the puppers is like, the cat distribution system picked me. I guess I have to bring it home. Sometimes the cat distribution system picks humans, sometimes other animals. Looks like this time it picked another animal to be its caretaker. It knows what it's doing. There's a system of order. You know, animals lead to other animals being taken care of. So Poppers is like, I'm bringing him in. There's nothing you can do. Florida Salt and Sass says, and she probably would. She just not posted to YouTube. Miss T says, Foodie Beauty's people. So here's a comment that somebody left for Foodie. Alexander Greenberg says, would you take money to go number 2 on camera in a modest way where you don't show anything but people can hear it? I told y'all there are some sick fetish freaks all up in Foodie's chat, and it's her fault. She opened the door to them. She opened the door to the feedies coming in and seeing her content on YouTube and giving her money on YouTube and possibly giving her money off of YouTube via PayPal. And then you've got the other fetish freaks that she caters to on the down low, like the poop fetish guys and the fart fetish guys and the adult baby fetish guys. Oh, she's catered to a lot of fetishes over the years. You know, and the door is open, so those people with those fetishes are sticking their head in the door and going, oh, hey, I have this fetish. Can you cater to it? So this person obviously has a poo fetish, and he wants to get his fetish fulfilled on her YouTube channel. Hey, Alexander, if you got that kind of fetish, take it off of YouTube, bro. There's OnlyHands. There's Patreon. There's all kinds of adult sites that cater to what you like. It's an adult fetish. Go to an adult forum. Don't try to be shisty and get Shantel to do something fetishy on her channel, you freak. We don't want to see it. We don't want to hear it. It doesn't belong here. And anybody on her channel encouraging her to do adult fetish content on YouTube, what the F is wrong with you? Go find the adult fetishes on the adult forums. YouTube is an all ages platform. There are people running around on YouTube that are under the age of 18. They don't need to see all of that. They don't need to be exposed to all of that. And it's disgusting for those of you that are trying to encourage Shantel to do the fetish stuff on her channel. What is the matter with you? Like, who raised you? Seriously, have some decency about things. All right, palate cleanser with why you should have an animal. It's a bird bath. What a great idea for somebody who owns burbs. The burbs taking a bird bath. And they're having a blast. Pool party. They got the little bird bath pool party going on. Aw. Well, those lovebirds. They're just having a blast. They're having fun. Girl World Trash says, Amber, you nasty beach. Don't think I'm going to be satisfied with just posting shorts about you. And we just saw the clip from courtesy of Beck. Acadia Strong says, Foodie, STFU. Somebody made this thing. I don't always platform predators on my channel, but when I do, I go all out. Yes, you do. Yes, ma'am, you do. For those of you in my audience that are dog lovers, the world of dog, when you don't know what you're doing, but you're happy to be involved. This big old puppy's like, I don't know what he's doing, but I think I'll join in. The puppy is imitating the owner. Like, we got to get down low to the ground. What a big boy. He's a good boy. Is that a Great Dane? He's a big boy. All right. Y'all lean in for this one. So we all know that Shantel, she's getting stuff on PayPal. She told people to send her money on PayPal for requests. But lean in and listen to this, courtesy of Duchess Rabies, saying you can have a personal PayPal, but once your account receives a certain amount, they force you into a business account. It happened to me. As a business account, you can't receive money as friends and family. You must pay fees on each transaction. There it is. So Chantal did a post telling people she wasn't accepting any more PayPal donations. Now, we all know Chantal. Chantal never, ever turns away money. So, what could be the reason that she's telling people, don't send me more money? Was it because she got a warning from PayPal, or she received too much money and they told her to go to a business account, or she just had so many requests coming in that she couldn't keep up with them all? I don't know. But it's very weird when Chantal tells people, don't send me money. That is just something that Chantal does not do unless there's good reason. Sandy Quesadilla says, get her, Beck. Carrie Lynn says, Girl World Beck has responded to Amberlynn Reed, and they addressed every single lie that was told in the accountability live stream. They have read her for filth. I won't post clips. Please go watch. Yeah, like, again, like, I can't wait to react to Beck's video because it was so well done. I didn't see the whole thing. I just got up in the morning and I found out about it kind of late. But from what I saw of it, it was really, really well done. It felt like a PowerPoint presentation. Applause, Beck. Wonderful job that you did. Okay, now here's the post that Chantal did, talking about no more PayPal donations. Kristen says, I wonder if she's getting requests she didn't want to fulfill, or if maybe her bankruptcy trustee advised her that they count her PayPal transactions as income. So here's the post from Chantal saying, hi guys, I am not accepting donation requests at this time for mukbangs. Thanks to all those who did donate though. It was fun. Sounds like PayPal shut you down, Foodie. Did they give you a warning? Did you get in trouble? Were you getting too much money? Or maybe all kinds of friend and family requests were coming in too often and PayPal was starting to notice? What happened there? Why are you cutting off your money stream? There's got to be a good reason why. Fondue Pondu. Y'all on Twitter, you cracked me up. I love you guys. All right, so what's the clip? Let's watch.
And she always likes to job in like a 400-pound woman, a 400-pound woman with a better face card than you, Jay Leno, so stay mad.
I don't know who she's talking about, but Chantal, your face card got declined years ago. Somebody cut that card up because it was no good. And I know this sounds mean, y'all, but when I say that Chantal is not attractive, like she's got an inside ugly, okay? There's outside ugly and then there's inside ugly. And Chantal has a tremendous amount of inside ugly, and it seeps through her pores. Like that, she's got that icky energy going on. That's what makes her ugly to me.
And she always likes to job in like.
Yep, and that picture right there. For those who do not know, when was that picture taken? Was that during the BB era or was that during Crackhead Olympics? I think that might have been when she was still with BB. So she's gained a lot of weight since then. Yeah, I think that was when she was with BB.
A 400-pound woman.
That picture right there, that was definitely during the Crackhead Olympics era.
A 400-pound woman with a better face card than you, Jay Leno. So stay mad.
And there's Shantel in the raw. I don't know if she was using filters there, but that is Shantel. Like, let's blow that up. That right there, that's Shantel without the filters. That's right. That's without the filters. So face card wear. Yep. Okay. Post of Cat says a hug is a cure for everything. Aw. Katie's like, I want to hug you. I know you're cooking, but that doesn't matter to me. I want some love. Give me some love. I'm not letting go till you hug me. That's me and Booger all day long. She's always doing that to me. Not that I mind. Like I'm always holding her like a baby. That's so sweet. And another one from Yog, a lamb that doesn't want to stop petting to be stopped. There you go. The lamb's like, did I tell you to quit? Keep petting me. I'm cute. What's the problem? I'm cute. Why'd you stop petting me? Am I not cute enough? He did neck scratches. How precious. How could you say no to a baby lamb? Oh, what happened here? Quit that. Okay, Girl Scout says, according to Foodie Beauty, her reason for no longer continuing the sponsored mukbangs is because she's, quote, planning another lifestyle change soon. Girl, stop. No, she's not. There's going to be no lifestyle change. I honestly think she got in trouble with PayPal, or they sent her a notice saying, like, you're just getting too much money through friends and family. You're going to need a business account. And rather than get a business account and just pay like the slight fee and get the money immediately, she'd just rather not get the money through PayPal. Either that or they gave her a warning because things look weird. Fat Cow says, if you have too many payments to your personal PayPal, PayPal flags it as suspicious. Ooh, then they freeze your account until you make it a business account, and then you're subject to paying fees and such. Oh, and they will too. PayPal does not play. They don't play with things like that. They don't have to. And I bet with all the people that were sending like frequent payments to Foodie from maybe all the different locations, PayPal was like looking at her with a raised eyebrow going, this person's got a lot of friends and family. Like all this money coming in. That don't look right. They probably flagged her and froze the money. And that's why she said, don't send me any more money, because if somebody sent more money, it would get frozen. Queen Jellybean says, Foodie Beauty, you're a freaking weirdo. And here's something that Foodie said long ago. When I see a baby, honestly, I get like an instinct and just want to like hug them and breastfeed them. I swear, but like kids as they're like about 8. Listen, I don't understand this woman. On one side of things, she hates kids. She has said she hates kids. She doesn't like the fact that they're noisy, that they get more attention than she does. She doesn't like kids. So this comment that she made about when she sees a baby, I just want to breastfeed it. I'm going to say to call it like I see it. It sounds pervy to me. It sounds disgusting and sick. When you're meeting up with somebody and they're talking and you know they hate kids, they don't like kids, and then make a comment like that, it sounds pervy AF. Like you got some sick, twisted thoughts in your head, Foodie. How can you hate children and then make a comment like that? It doesn't sound right. It really doesn't sound right at all. Like I could see if you liked kids, and when you see a child, you're like, I just want to, go play with a child, or, like read a book to them or something. But yours was very specific. Breastfeeding. That's nasty. How can you hate kids and then make comments like that? Weirdo. Fat Cow says she sits with her legs spread because sitting the other way means her stomach squashes her lungs and makes it near impossible to breathe. She can close her legs when sitting, but only for a few seconds and definitely not comfortably. Florida Salt and Sass says Cameo is an American-owned and backed company. Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me, Florida Salt and Sass. So all of the companies that Chantal's receiving money from, Google AdSense, YouTube, Cameo, PayPal, all American-based companies. But she's not going to boycott any of them. And she's certainly not going to boycott the American fast food companies where she gets her fast food. Because if she did, all that she would be eating over in Kuwait would be from local restaurants. And she's not going to do that for long. So boycott where? Boycott who? You're not going to stop eating your favorite fast foods. And you're not going to stop working for the companies that are based in America. So how can you do a successful boycott? Tweet T says, and yet all was fine and the past did not matter when she was your mod, right? Yep. Like back in the day when Shani and Rev, when they had money and they were giving money to Chantal, Chantal was good with Shani and Rev. But then when Shani and Rev ran out of money, Chantal didn't have the time of day for Shani and Rev. But I guarantee you that if Shani and Rev came in to even more money and started throwing it at Chantal, Chantal would be okay with Shani and Rev. And let's not also forget that Chantal was a mod for Shani and Rev not too long ago. So even after knowing about the things that Shani and Rev are guilty of, about the things involving children, she still got a wrench over on that channel. So like you can't make up your mind about Shani, can you, Chantal? 1 minute you're putting her down, the next minute you're modding for her. Please pick a lane. Stop swerving all over the road. Like your loyalty is not to people. Your loyalty is to the dollar bill. If somebody's got money, you're loyal to them all day. If they have no money, then they're nothing but dirt to you. Two-Tailed Caperer says, this is what she left behind. She hated this. So here's a screenshot from the taco salad mukbang. And no, I'm not going to react to it because it's disgusting. She was eating with her hands. She had the sour cream all over her hands. I don't know what Foodie paid for this, but this is nasty. Take this off of YouTube, Foodie. And here's another post that she did. I told you, like she's been busy on her community post. This post says, oh, Scabba. So if pizza's weird for having My Little Pony sheets, what about your baby daddy? I know you're going to say I should have my hard drive checked. Why did your wife demand everyone put respect on a PDF's name after you knew he was caught with a child? Who is the weirdo? Projecting much? Also, pizza is likely on the spectrum, but this wouldn't be the first time you cut down a person with autism now, would it? At least Pete's didn't harm anyone. Can't say that for the math head predator you chose as a partner. The nerve of you to comment on anyone's partner choices. GTFO. Chantal, Listen, I don't know if Pizza's been officially diagnosed. It doesn't sound like he's been officially diagnosed with anything. Does he have social anxiety? Is he socially awkward? Yes. But has he been officially diagnosed with any one thing? Not really. Like you and Pete, everybody else, you like to diagnose yourselves rather than do the right thing and go to the doctor to see what is wrong with me. Wouldn't it be beneficial for those that there's something going on? Wouldn't it be beneficial for those people to go to the doctor and find out exactly what's wrong so you know how to treat the issue and be better and get better? But nobody on your side wants to go to the doctor and get diagnosed. You guys just want to go on Dr. Google and bring stuff up. Like, again, I don't know what's going on with Pete's. There's been much speculation, but he's he could do with some diagnosis and some counseling and therapy. And I don't know if Pizza's autistic. I have no idea. If he's interested, he can go to the doctor for it. And as far as Pete's being a little weird, he did write great fantasy fiction. He wrote a story based on grape, violent grape, which makes me wonder, like, what's in his mind. But going off on everybody in the community post. Yes, she did. Florida Salt and Sass says, you're still actively funding the government, making the policies you're disagreeing with. If you're putting your profit before your principles, you're not invested in your cause. That makes you the one that's not too smart or too serious about your beliefs. Yeah, either stand on business or sit down. And since you can't stand for very long, Foodie, how about just have a seat? Go seal somewhere and shut up. All right, Kristen says she really thinks she did something. Let's watch the clip.
Anyways, I showed them, I put a picture today where I sit with my legs closed.
It's amazing to me that she thinks she did something by doing that. When I'm sitting here right now, my legs are closed. That's not a big accomplishment to sit with your legs closed. I mean, your mama teaches you when you're a girl, like, to sit with your legs closed. You don't spread out your legs. That's very unladylike. But she's so proud of herself for closing her legs.
Okay,
girl, look. I got my legs closed and crossed. Now what? If you get a gold star, do I get 5? Because I crossed them. I mean, are we doing these silly childhood games? Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. What is this? What are we fighting over? Oh my God. You're so petty and so childish, Shantel. I can't with you. Grow up. Let's see. Florida Salt and Sass, she's boycotting American things, but she's staying on a platform that contributes to U.S. taxes because of creators like her. Yep. Julie says, okay, so obviously Shantel is making a public announcement about not accepting meal sponsorships because Salah now has access to her PayPal and Cameo, and she isn't allowed to accept from Anime Sucks. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Salah would do that he would get access to her accounts and he's patrolling them for Anime Sucks. Salah doesn't care. He doesn't care about Shantel. He doesn't care where the money comes from or who's paying her, as long as he gets his money. Do you think if Anime Sucks sent Shantel $1,000 that just because his anime sucks that he would turn that money away? Heck no. He's as money hungry as Shantel. He's going to go ahead, accept the money and give me my cut while you're at it. But I also believe that Shantel would never, ever give Salah access to her personal accounts. I feel she's got personal accounts he doesn't know about. And a lot of her money is funneled over there. Like, he truly doesn't know exactly how much she makes. But then again, if he's just a paid employee and they've agreed to a, say, weekly or monthly stipend, he's working for Shantel, like that's all he gets. He doesn't have dominion over her. He's just an employee doing a certain job for a certain reason, getting a certain pay, and you don't boss around the boss. And clearly she's the one who's the boss. Because if she wasn't the boss, why is he still around? For what reason is he hanging around? Like, who works for who over there? Clearly he's not the one in charge. This person says, seriously? I was giving this person a pass for the excessive spread she uses while seated because I thought of it as a disability of sort. Some kind of obesity thing. Nope, she chooses to sit like that, folks. Yep, she wants to be gross. And for those who are wondering, what are the pictures in question? Like, what was the big deal? Like, what is she, like, talking about? Here are the pictures courtesy of Malarkey Meter and Kristen. So, like, Shantel wanted to prove that she could close her legs. And all of this started back when she did the hospital bees thing with the cat bite and the cat scratch. Like, she was sitting with her legs all spread out. And people were saying she couldn't close her legs. So she decided to prove us wrong and take a couple of pictures. And she called these pictures unfiltered bees. Well, that's a lie because there's filters all over the place. You got the skin smoothing filter, the big eye filter, big lip filter. So unfiltered where? There's filters on your face. And I'm bringing up these pictures. Hurry up. So, Shantel, you look very uncomfortable. Like you are literally holding your breath to get that photo. I can also tell you did some Photoshop because your stomach is not that small. You shrunk it down by a lot, didn't you? Like, you're not that small. You did some editing. You did some editing, ma'am. Yes, you did. You edited that picture. Day-to-day Ray says, thought of the morning. I was watching Pulpy stream as I was getting ready for work, and Foodie Beauty made a comment about only having a small number of plates and cutlery. Thank you. So how does she supposedly entertain when Salah has company? She told on herself again. Good catch. If there's company coming over, like, where are your plates? Where are your spoons? Where are your knives? Where's all the extra things that would normally be in a kitchen to help out when there are people coming over? Huh. Llama just needs some space. Says, no, she was crying typing that out. You know, she was. Kira Vana says, I give this 12 hours maximum. Fufu Egg says, does this mean you won't do paid mukbang requests at American restaurants anymore? She says, yes, exactly. Yeah, I give it less than 12 hours. Give it about 6. Shantel changes her mind. Remember, she doesn't lie. Foop Olympic says, this comment. I Love Horses says, OMG, use utensils. Yeah, where are your forks? Why aren't you using a fork? Why are you using your paws? You again, ladies and gentlemen, this is adult baby content. Adult babies use their hands when they eat. Notice the setup right here. Like she does this on purpose. She's got this set up to where she looks like a baby in a high chair and using her hands like a baby would. This is adult baby content. Digging around the food with her fingers, stuffing it all in her mouth like a baby would. This is fetish content. And I know you hate me pointing this out, Foodie, but I don't care. Take this somewhere else. It's not for YouTube. You want to fulfill the fetish guys? Take them off YouTube. This ain't the place for it. Girl world, we don't want to see it. The reactors, we don't want to see it. This is adult stuff. Okay? You can't convince me otherwise. Nobody wants to see you act like an adult toddler on an all ages platform, ma'am. What else we got here? Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty. I'm sure this has nothing to do with the fact she took PayPal donations and has not fulfilled them yet. Or maybe she got donations, and I'm just speculating now. Maybe she got donations, doggone it. And PayPal, they caught on to what was going on and they froze her account and the money in it. And that's why she's not accepting any more money, because if some people are sending her money and she's not getting it, then she's going to say, hey, hold off on sending me donations till I get something else worked out. What else we got here? Yep. Kitty Cat Empire, mischievous cats. Yep, this is cat life. And they always try to act like they didn't do anything wrong. Like, you didn't see me do this. Kitty, putting out the candle. Oh no, using the plant as a litter box. Yep, splashing out the water. Booker's done that too. I don't know why she did that. Stealing the food, getting in the drawers, pulling stuff out. They're such little devils, but they're fun. Always trying to get into trouble. Queen Jellybean, this has to do with Chantal's rabies shot. Queen Jellybean says, according to Foodie Beauty, it's different in the Middle East and their rabies shot is only needed once. Once again, false. Stop spreading medical misinformation and just say your butt is broke and you'd rather pay for McDonald's than return to the clinic. So, y'all look. There is no single dose rabies vaccine available anywhere in the world. You don't just get one shot and go. You get a series of shots. And I've heard different conflicting stories about where you get the shot. I've heard it might be in the stomach. It might be in the arm. I don't think they could give the rabies shot in her stomach because of all the visceral fat packed around her organs. I mean, it has to go in the muscle, and I've heard it's quite painful. So if she's not in a great deal of pain, she hasn't gotten her rabies shot. I don't think Chantal got her rabies shot at all. It's expensive, and you have to get more than one. She just said, screw it. I'm just going to take a chance. I'm going to forego the rabies shot. Well, you go ahead and do that, Foodie, and F around and find out, okay? Okay, what else we got here? Just looking to see what else is here. Yeah, you guys can see like the mukbang she's been doing. Like, here are some of the screenshots, like just massive amounts of food, and I'm not touching these. I am so not touching these. No, ma'am. Out of respect for those, in my audience who might have struggled with food for one reason or another, I'm no. Mm-mm. I can bypass some of your content, and I will. No, no, thank you. Okay, here's another interesting tidbit. This is courtesy of King Savoy. King Savoy says, in Sansa Cook's chat, did Chantal get new insulin? So this person says, I have a suspicion that she got herself put onto fast-acting mealtime insulin instead of her previous prescription of taking the slow release type just once before bedtime. The reason I think this is because she mentioned a few lives ago that she needed to take her medication with her meals. Plus, she seems able to eat even more than usual. I think this is what she went to the doctor for the other day, but she isn't talking about it much because she doesn't want us to know that she's lying to the doctor and misusing her insulin so she can eat like this. Didn't I tell you guys a while ago my feeling? She's not taking her medication to manage her diabetes. She's taking her medication and her insulin to manage her B moments so she can keep having them. Like, it's all about maintaining the food addiction and helping it grow and helping it consume her. It's swallowing her whole, and she's okay with that. So if she's okay with that, what can anybody do? But like, always try to find ways around to keep the addiction going. More mukbangs. All right, this is more information about the rabies shots. Post-exposure vaccination. If you've been exposed to a potentially rabid animal and haven't been previously vaccinated, you will need a different schedule of 4 or 5 doses along with the rabies immune globulin, RIG. First dose immediately after exposure. Second dose 3 days later. Third dose 7 days later. Fourth dose 14 days later. Fifth dose, if needed, 28 days after the first dose. The RIG this is a shot that provides immediate protection against rabies and is given at the same time as the first dose of vaccine in post-exposure situations. So she's already missed the window. I guarantee you she's not gotten any of her shots. So and it sometimes takes a while for rabies to show up. It could take 7 years. So Chantal is rolling the dice with her own life. And again, that's on her. Oh, I love manatees. Y'all look. I used to live in Florida and there were manatees all over the place. Manatees are like the gentle sea cows. Look. They're so cute. They especially love warm water, like the power plants. They would like all group up around the power plants because the water was warmer there. Manatees. That's courtesy of Alaska and Dawn Renee. And I forgot to credit Miss Anthropope was for the last post. Sorry, Miss Anthropope. And by the way, if those of you that are going to Florida or you go anywhere with a manatee, they can love on you. You can't hug them back because they're protected by federal law. No petting, no touching, or hugging. I'm just letting you know. Like, manatees are like the chillest animals, but by federal law, you cannot pet them, you can't touch them, and you can't hug them. But they will love on you all day long. You just can't love on them back. All right, so I think that's it for the catch-up. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this Twitter Peep React. And again, I'm going to be reacting to Beck's video a little bit later. I'm going to wait a while, but it looks really, really good. I mean, PowerPoint presentation all the way through. I can't wait to watch all of it because I've got so much to say. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this shorter react to all stuff related to Chantal. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.